My name is Annabelle Totten. I'm from Chihuahua High, and I will be presenting this dramatic interpretation for the Washington State 2021 Individual Event Tournament. This is Delaila by Megan C. Hakes. I suppose I just start at the beginning, right? Isn't that always how it goes in those cheesy detective novels? Yes, I think I'll start at the beginning. I got up at the same time as usual, fixed ham and eggs for Ted, got him off to work on time. Then I got ready for work myself. I bought myself this new suit last weekend. Do you like it? Susie had decided to stay at home with her new baby, and her position was up for grabs. I was hoping I would make a good impression, but Mr. Jefferson, the jerk, I'm his secretary. He kept me swamped with work all day, and every time I looked up at the clock to see how close I was to lunch, I saw Kathy Parsons schmoozing Mr. Simmons, the firm's senior partner. And I just thought, oh no, there goes my chance! So, since I couldn't compete with her way of doing business, I decided to concentrate on the pile of work on my desk. I guess I spent $125 in that suit for no reason. And soon, the pile was smaller. I work quite well under pressure. Except for one moment about half an hour before my shift was over, I looked down and I'd been doodling all over the cover letter I had to edit. So that put me behind schedule because I had to type the whole darn thing over. I wish I had blonde, curly tresses and big blue eyes like Kathy so I could get whatever I wanted in life. But I do try and keep in shape for Ted. I think I look pretty good for my age. Don't you? Maybe that's the reason he did it. I'm so old and she's so young and pretty. Dissociative identity disorder, or DID, is something that occurs early in childhood. To put it basically, how it works is that when you are a child, you already basically have multiple personalities. As you get older, as you mature, those personalities form into one being, you. But in rare cases, when a child experiences something so traumatic, so life-altering, it uses keeping those personalities split as a defense mechanism. Each personality will hold something like a memory or something like an attribute that makes it so that they can defend themselves easier. It is always a defense mechanism. Sometimes the defense can go too far. We're not reasonable beings, especially when we're scared. Please join Delaila on her journey on Delaila by Megan C. Hakes. And then my shift was over, and it was time to head home. I had to stop at the grocery store on the way. It was our anniversary, you see, so I wanted to pick up some special things for dinner. Wine, steak, a big salad maybe. I thought I'd wear that purple evening gown that Ted likes so much. The one with the plunging neckline. I had everything planned out perfectly. I just wanted everything to be wonderful, just like a fairy tale. But we all know it didn't turn out that way, did it? Things never go the way I want them. I suppose they never will. I was hoping nothing would go wrong. So when I pulled in the driveway, I was very excited and humming underneath my breath. But then I noticed Ted's car was in the driveway. Something's wrong. But then I remembered that Ted had said he wasn't feeling well earlier that morning, so I figured he had come home early with a migraine. He always had a headache. So I decided to go into the back door, because the screen door in the front had an awful squeak. Ted is very sensitive to noise when he has a migraine. I asked him over and over to fix the dang thing. He never did what I asked him to, the jerk. But I stopped asking a while ago. I didn't want him to think I was a nag, because then he might leave me for some young girl with blonde hair and big blue eyes. So I tried to sneak in the back door, and I caught myself humming underneath my breath. I put a hand in my mouth and giggled. I was acting like a silly little girl. I was acting like an idiot. As I was putting away the groceries, I I just happened to look out our kitchen window, and there was a car back there in the alley. A car that I recognized, not at first. You see, I couldn't just put my finger on it. Because, like I said, I'm an idiot. I went down the hall to put my coat and purse away, and as I passed the staircase, I heard the radio. That's funny. I thought, something's wrong. Why is the radio on? He said he wasn't feeling well, so why is the dang radio on? And that song was... I recognized it. It reminded me of when I was a little girl and someone did something very bad to me and ruined me for life and messed me up for everything else. And all I wanted was to be a happy little girl. Never mind. I'm not here to talk about that. I went up the stairs very quietly because somewhere inside me I knew that something awful is going to happen. Something's wrong, and that song was playing. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he... And I heard a giggle. Not Ted's giggle, but a woman's giggle. A very seductive giggle. Turns out to be... And when I looked into the keyhole, there was Ted. Someone to watch over me. With someone else. This can't be happening! Some bimbo with blonde tresses and big blue eyes. That jerk, after everything I've done for him. It was our anniversary. Wanted everything to be perfect. And I figured out whose car it was in that alley. I looked again, just to be sure. It was her. It was Kathy Parsons from the office. The woman who was schmoozing for that promotion. The woman who gets everything she wants. She can't even type. Why did it have to be her? And he was doing things to her. Things a husband shouldn't even do to his wife. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. And something in me snapped. I hope that he... And that song that was whirling and swirling inside me and ripping me to shreds turns out to be... And it reminded me of my father. Someone to watch over me. It was that song that I used to sing when he came into my bedroom. Why did it have to be that song? I had tears running down my face. I hadn't cried in a long time. Someone to watch over me. And I was in this daze. I was here and I wasn't there. I was here and I was in a place a very long time ago, a place when Father's saying to me, I did things you're not supposed to do to little girls. It was in this daze, I found myself back at the closet, reaching for the shoebox with Ted's revolver. Kept thinking, can I do this? I have to do this. I reached for the gun. I felt all these feelings I hadn't felt in a long time. They snapped into place as I loaded the gun. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. And I walked upstairs. I hope that he... The gun felt good in my hands. Turns out to be... And as I pushed open the door, the song that was swirling around me, and I raised the gun. Someone to watch over me. Stop singing that song! Stop singing that song, Daddy! Stop it! Stop! Don't hurt me anymore. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be. Please stop it. Someone to watch over me. Thank you.